Good morning, everyone. Online, I just want to confirm you guys can hear me and see me okay. Anyone?
I can hear and see you.
Excellent. Uvula Tuk, Atiga Trista Ukanisi Topcock. Good morning, everyone. I am Trista Topcock. I am the Senior Training and Development Specialist here at ANTHC. I want to welcome you all to the 2024-2025 Leadership Development Programs graduation. Today, we are here to celebrate the growth, determination, resilience of 40 incredible graduates of our three programs: the Alaska Native Executive Leadership Program, otherwise known as ANELP, our Leadership Excellence Through Advancement and Determination Program, otherwise known as LEAD, and our Pathways to Leadership Program. This year holds a special significance as we celebrate the 20th anniversary of our LEAD program. For 2 decades, LEAD has been instrumental in cultivating Alaska Native and American Indian leaders across the tribal health system. This milestone is a testament to the enduring commitment to leadership development and the positive impact of the programs to our communities. In the subsequent years, including today's graduates, 20 people have graduated from ANELP, 112 people have graduated from LEAD, and 137 people have graduated from Pathways. We're also embracing innovation. New this year, we incorporated new tools like Blackboard for our program participants, also Digication to have Pathways create their e-portfolios. Hopefully you guys were able to see in the calendar invite that I included a document that had the links to the Pathways e-portfolios if you are interested in viewing those. Those will remain in the calendar invite if you didn't have the opportunity to view them yet. Please go in and see all the hard work that they did. We also had end of the year program videos that were created, and there was a link to view those in your calendar invite as well, as we were playing them today while you guys all joined us. We also had enhanced collaborations with our Enterprise Project Management Office team to enrich our programs even further. Each of these graduates has poured time, energy, and heart into growing as leaders, not just for themselves, but for their teams, their communities, and the future of the tribal health system. This day is about honoring their journey, recognizing their commitment, and reminding them and all of us that leadership is about stepping forward, lifting others up, and continuing to learn. Thank you all for being here to celebrate their achievements. Let's get started. It's my privilege to welcome our opening speaker, Pennycook Agatha John Shields. She is the daughter of the late Dr. Chief Kingrilnook Paul John and Guyaluk Martina John of Tuxuk Bay, Alaska. Along with her 9 siblings, they grew up in a traditional home and community where their primary language was Yungtun and day-to-day living was subsistence. Before serving in her current position as an assistant professor for indigenizing education at the University of Alaska Anchorage, she served in Bethel, Alaska as a Yungtun language teacher, materials developer, and principal at Ayaprun Ilitnovik Yupik Immersion Public Charter School, where 4 of her children attended. She now has several grandchildren also attending. Through her dedication to the Yupik language and culture in both Pennycook's personal and professional life, she has been awarded many different awards. One of her students even nominated her for her writing, saying that Professor John Shields continues her cultural contributions at a state and national level through her work. Join me in welcoming Pennycook.
It's good to see everybody here, and it's very humbling to be here. I am not in the field of the health, but as my dad used to say, when you're asked to do something, especially as a leader, you are chosen for a reason. So I want to start off with that because you all are in the fields of leadership. And I want to also start off acknowledging that we are on Dene'ina land. The ancestors and the present people have taken care of this land. And I, as a Yupik person, want to acknowledge that. So I am from Nunakaoyak and I am Kaluyag Miu Yupik. And so I want to congratulate all of you that have just graduated from the different programs. I want to acknowledge your partners, your family, your supporters, your supervisors, elders, your mentors and community partners, and most importantly, your ancestors, because without them, we wouldn't be here today. So I want to take a moment to show our appreciation for our ancestors, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. And so I would like to acknowledge people in the pathway to leadership. When we go through our lives, we don't usually know what we're going to be doing. And so I want to congratulate you for starting your path and your journey. And there will be times when you're not going to know where you're going to be going. So with the leadership excellence through advancement and determination. I was a mentor of one of the students that is in the program. So it's very important for us to be in a place where we get our degrees so we could help our people. And then those that are in the Alaska Native executive leadership. Our ancestors want us to be leaders, to take care of our people. And so I'm very proud of you, and you have made it this far. I want to acknowledge my own mentor, who is my late father. He was the Honorable Dr. Chief Kangalingok Paul John, and he was an honorary board member of the YKHC program, well, the corporation in Bethel. And he was a passionate supporter of leaders and also people in the health field, because he understood the betterment of our people, the wellness and the goals that they have, not just for our region, but for the state, nation, and the world. So as an employee of health organizations, it's important to recognize your own superpower, to find where you are to be and be present with that. Figure out where you want to be in life. And I also forgot to acknowledge people on Zoom in the world out there, because it is important for them to show their support. It's very awesome how we are able to support each other, even though we're not physically together. And you have made it this far, and I want you to pat yourself on the back, because it takes a lot of effort to be where you're at. As Indigenous people, we have a lot of responsibilities as for like taking care of our subsistence way of life. For those of you that are putting effort to learn your language and culture, that takes a lot of effort. As you're going through your journey, it's very important to be aware of not colonizing yourself so much. Because in our world, we are smart people. We come from very good people. And in order for us to be able to move forward, our Indigenous knowledge is something that we should never forget. And if you could include your language, do that. So as people, we are community driven as Indigenous people. We don't move forward for ourselves. We work to be of service for our people. And so I want you to reflect and depend on your mentors as you move forward. Use them as a guide, and don't try to do things on your own. Be aware of where you're at. Think about when you were a little child, when you first became aware. You had a lot of support, and you will continue to have that. But it's up to you. It's up to you to take that journey and that path. And also, satung nakukuluten, put your effort to be aware. We all go through a lot of things in life. We go through challenges and we also go through success. But always try to be present. Always focus on being present because we're always so busy today in our colonized world. So reflect today on your future ancestors as well. Keep focused on your holistic being and connect back to your cultural upbringing. For those of you that may not have had that, keep in mind that it's never too late. We always are learning until we are no longer aware. My dad, at his 85th, when he was 85 in the hospital, he was still trying to go to YKHC board meetings. He was still trying to get ready for the gathering, the dance festival in Tuksuk, because he knew he had responsibility. So as a leader, that's what you're going to be going through. And your partners, your families are so important for them to lift you up. So as a partner of a leader, I want to encourage families, supervisors, mentors, to keep encouraging them and keep building them up because we are good people. We all are good people. I want you to say that I am a good person. That's not loud enough. Say, I am a good person. Awesome, great, Guyana. So as Indigenous leaders, I want you to continue to focus on your wellness and your improvement and keep reminding, I am a good person, but I could always do better. And that's what our ancestors expect of us, not focusing on the negative things about yourself. And you made it this far. You had discipline, you had courage, and you had the heart to be here. And I saw in one of the descriptions or quotes about being natukuyak. That was one thing that our dad always told us, being natukulutin, work hard. Because people aren't going to do things for you. You are going to need other people in your life to build you up and move forward. And our parents and the people who take care of us are not always going to be here. So we have to learn to be on our own. Another thing that he said when he was in the hospital, Navin Rishkovat, if you don't destroy yourself. He was a leader, like I mentioned, and he said, I guess I didn't destroy myself. That's where I am. That's why I am where I'm at. And I want you to do that. I want to remind you to do that. You're always going to keep moving forward. And we need you as leaders. Our younger generations need you. And then the other thing that he mentioned at his last award at First Alaskans Institute. When he was there, he told us, even though you get an award, even though you get a degree higher than somebody else, don't put yourself above other people. Be of equals. So we could work together. And that was something that we try our best to keep in mind. And so as a leader, also think about leading from behind. There are times when you're going to need to make decisions for executive decisions or organizational decisions. But keep in mind that as a community, you are leading whichever organization you're in. But then within the state of Alaska, we have people that we can't see and that you're going to be leading. So I want you to, again, remember, not forget who you are and where you come from. The more you learn about yourself as a person, as a leader, you're going to better be able to understand other people. Because we are in a diverse community, even within our Indigenous population. We are diverse. We have our uniqueness. Our place makes us different. Wherever we are raised makes us very unique based on our worldview. And so I want you to encourage yourself. to include your Indigenous values, to include your language and culture if you can, and the way that we teach. There's that uniqueness that we have compared to the colonized ways. And being as a mentor, I kept encouraging my mentee, what would your ancestors say? Would they be proud of you for making that decision? So I encourage you, as you've reflected and heard the 20-year success in the LEAD program, it's up to you as a leader to shape yourself, to be the best leader that you can be. And I cannot overemphasize to continue to indigenize your ways. That was one of the things that our dad used to tell us. And as a non-English speaker, he used to say, get your degree so you could help our people. And many of us are educated, so I want you to think about that. Your parents and your grandparents may be educated, but always remember we got to do things for our people because we do things because we are of service. We are people that serve other people. And continue to learn with each other so we can do a better job and get along. And my dad didn't learn in a traditional Western educational system. He learned in the Kazakh when he was one of the last generations that did that. And as an educator who focuses on cultural responsive teaching and learning, he wrote down that we as Yupit and the Gassat, in that case the non-native population, we have to learn to get along and work with each other. The more we learn about each other, the greater our world is going to be. So congratulations to each and every one of you, and congratulations to the families as well. Oyana.
Great. Those of you in the room, especially my kiddos, we have fun things to make noises and clappers and celebrate as everyone gets done talking. Feel free to use those and have fun. Woo! Thank you so much for the powerful words, Penny Cook. Up next, we will hear from each of our Pathways to Leadership graduates as they share their elevator speeches, including their mission statements and words of appreciation. Please join me in celebrating each voice and story you're about to hear. To give those of you on Zoom a chance to turn on your cameras, wave, or write a comment in the chat box, because we could see those, I will announce everyone. Their speaking order is also in the program that you have in front of you, or online. There's a MP4 version. After they speak, they'll receive their awards, stand and have the opportunity to take a picture for a moment. And we will start first with Alan Conwell.
Good morning. Alan Conwell. I am an Inupiaq from the town of Kotzebue. I know Trista's probably going to give me a hard time, but I got a little cheat sheet today. That's something that we've been working on throughout the program. And so very proud moment, and I'm happy to be a part of everyone's celebration. First, I'd like to thank, and I know this is part of the joke right now, is my own, employment here at ANTHC. Everybody knows me as Aaron's husband. And so I'd like to thank my wife, Erin Conwell. Your unwavering strength or support is my greatest strength in helping me move along. And I love you for that. My children, my oldest is here today, Emery. She's hiding out over there. Thank you for being a good combination of both mom and dad and challenging us every day. Thank you to my mentors, Mesa and Mel, and pushing me to better myself. To my manager, Brooke, thank you so much for your support and supporting me through my busy life schedule with my children and work. To my colleague, Arthur, if you see him, make sure you give that guy a high five. He's been very supportive. He's one of the awesomest people I've worked with. And so I really commend you for that. To my classmates, I'm excited to see what your teams and your communities will have moving forward after this program. And if you do choose to either go into further your education, or if you're going to go into lead, I know that's the discussion as of late. Pathways has brought many great relationships and provided me the opportunity to strengthen my skills to serve our communities. And my mission is I strive to create meaningful connections with people through empathy, open-mindedness, and genuine engagement. I aim to nurture relationships that enrich my life and the lives of others. And to leave you with a word of encouragement is be strong, because you never know who you're going to be inspiring next. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Up next is Amanda Holt.
Hello, my name is Amanda Holt, and I am a biologist. I earned my degree from the University of Alaska Fairbanks, but I grew up in Aniak, Alaska, where I returned determined to give back to a way of life that shaped my whole being. There, I enjoy a subsistence lifestyle in a community that still holds many traditional values. Throughout my working life, I've been employed in a variety of different fields, at each driven by my passion to advocate for future generations, honor our past, and serve my community. In Pathways, this quickly became apparent to my cohort, emphasized again and again throughout the program, and of course, brought me back from quitting multiple times. Thank you all for going on the journey with me. When COVID came, I was quickly brought back into healthcare, and I currently work in the Population Health Department at YKHC. There, I'm very lucky to have Brian Lefferts as my supervisor. He's focused on asking why, looking harsh realities dead in the face, and building the plane as we fly it. Leslie Bolins, my mentor, literally watched me grow up in our local healthcare clinic. I'm not kidding. I spent the bulk of my first 2 years underneath the front registration desk, very small clinic. She was a perfect fit for me as a mentor. I imagine at this point, well used to listening to me whine and telling me to do it anyways. Thank you, Leslie. My team was also very supportive of my endeavors, always willing to participate in this or that, surveys, questionnaires, and countless bids for feedback. Thank you to them. From this program, I learned that it's okay and I should put myself first so that I can bring others with me. How important introspection is to figure out what drives me and to continue to push myself. And of course, refine my public speaking skills. I leave determined to listen to everyone without making them feel less than, and dedicated to trustworthy stewardship of land, culture, and people. I will build a balanced, honorable future through accountability, collaboration, and integrity. Thank you all.
Up next is Andrew Nikolai.
Good morning, everybody. rooted in respect, resilience, and courage. I lead by example and support others in reaching their potential while continuing to grow as a person and a leader. Waka chungayak ako, wiklugumiyunga yupiugo. Hi, my name is Andrew Chungayak Niklai. I am a Yupik from Queequeg, Alaska. I work at the Division of Environmental Health and Engineering as a project manager, and I am grateful to be up here with you guys to talk about my my Pathways to Leadership experience. One of my reasons that I wanted to take on this Pathways to Leadership program was to able to help me be able to speak in a larger group setting. And with this program, I was able to do just that, to be up here to talk to you guys in a way where I'm not shaking as much or being nervous. And it's been really great experience where I've been told by many leaders and many mentors that I have is one of the ways to become a leader is to being able to speak to a lot of people. And with this program, I'm really grateful that I'm able to be up here right now and to continue to grow as a leader and to continue to grow as a person. So I'd like to thank all my cohorts, my fiance, my family and friends, and the leadership team for helping me to get to where I am today. And yeah, I encourage those who are thinking of taking these programs to take that step to get out of your comfort zone and take the leap and go for it. Thank you all.
Up next, we'll have Audrey Tate. For the camera.
Wait a minute for
My
a second.
resource, Trista.
There's this chick that I'm supposed to be listening to her talk, and she's talking now. Can I call you right back? Okay, I'm not
Hi,
gonna forget
Keisha,
it.
we can hear you. Are we ready? Good. Good morning, everybody. My name is Audrey Koyorek Tate. I'm a Nupiaq from Nome, Alaska. In my role as a grants accountant, I work behind the scenes to connect millions in fundings to programs that support our communities, programs that feed families, protect public health, and strengthen tribal systems. I help program managers and directors make sense of financial processes, clean up messy data, and bring clarity to systems that often feel overwhelming. But for me, it's never just about spreadsheets or reports. It's about people. My mission is to create lasting change by bridging resources with real needs, empowering others, and challenging systems to better serve communities. I lead with purpose, build with integrity, and uplift with impact. Pathways has helped me step more fully into that mission. I earned my certified supervisor certificate, and this fall, I'll begin my associate's degree in business administration at Alaska Pacific University. My 4 daughters are the heart of every step I take. She's back there recording me. They're my reason for leading with intention, so they can grow up knowing that their voice matters. Their culture is powerful, and their future is worth building. To my Pathways peers, thank you for growing with me, for the laughs and support when it did get hard. To our mentors, trainers, and my colleagues, thank you for encouraging me, believing in me, and giving me room to rise. If I've contributed anything to this space, I hope it's this: a reminder that leadership doesn't require a title, just heart,
courage, and a commitment to serve. This is just the beginning, and I'm ready. Thank you.
Woo! We love you, Audrey. Up next, we have Brent Olson.
Morning. My name is Brent Olson. I am the supervisor for the Patient Experience Department at ANTHC. Over the last 2 years, I have had the privilege to grow professionally, step into leadership, continue my education, and earn my certification as a supervisor. I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to my wife, Camila, and my son, Benjamin, for their continued support throughout my healthcare journey and throughout my educational development. I also want to take a moment to thank my mentor, Dr. Elizabeth Arteaga, for her continued support and keeping me grounded for my balancing work, life, and overwhelming bits of school. So thank you for keeping me grounded. One of the most impactful experiences I've had with Pathways is learning where I get to delegate responsibilities so that way I don't overwhelm myself and take on too much so I get overwhelmed and I can't handle. I really learned that over the course from November. It was just, as my mentor said, that third corner of the square is where that you just have all the results. You get over the happiness, you get over the excitement, you're through the work, but you don't necessarily have that tangible result yet. She tells me at the third corner, that's where most people stop. It's about completing the box so that way you can get it checked off. I'm happy that I was able to round the fourth corner and get graduated today. I would like to finalize my speech by saying I would like to thank my previous leadership, Hazel Graham, for pushing me to go into the Pathways to Leadership program. And I would like to thank my current leadership, Don Black and Colleen Fett, for their continued support as I've been away throughout the Pathways. I would finally like to thank Trista and all of the training and development team for continuing to support me, push me, and get me there to the finish line so that I may be here graduating with you all today. So thank you to my cohort. I appreciate your support and your kindness throughout this journey. And I really appreciate being a part of ANTHC. So thank you guys.
Up next, we have Brianne Hunt.
Good morning. Sorry if I get a little bit emotional. This is a lot of feelings to take in. I strive to embrace the simple joys in life, cherish my loved ones deeply, and to never lose sight of what is important to me. Waka, my name is Brianne Hunt, and I am the retired and senior volunteer program coordinator at the Aleutian Pribilof Islands Association. I was born and raised here in Anchorage, but my family comes from the Yukon. Kotlik, a coastal village on the Yukon River where it flows into the Bering Sea. I want to thank Shamai, Carrie, and Trista for being such wonderful instructors throughout this Pathways to Leadership program. Trista, your straightforwardness, clear expectations, and support while I navigated loss, grief, and other life challenges have meant a great deal to me. To my fellow cohort members, thank you for your encouragement, support, and other thoughtful feedback throughout our time in Pathways. I'm grateful to have grown alongside each and every one of you. Sorry. Hold on. Thank you. I want to express my appreciation to my director, Ashley, and my supervisor, DJ, for their support throughout my time with the Pathways program. I'd also like to thank my mentor, Bear, for all this advice and for being someone I could bounce ideas off of. It was great having someone I could reach out to for help and guidance. I'd love to give a big thank you to my mother, Agnes, for being my best friend and a constant source of support throughout my life. And finally, I would want to thank one of my best friends, Jaylene, for encouraging me to apply to Pathways and for always being an amazing friend. I truly wouldn't have made it with this far without each and every one of you and your unwavering support. Koyana Dailichi.
Next, we have Crystal Marie Keda Mann.
Good morning, everyone. It is an honor as well as exciting to be standing up here as a graduate of the Pathways to Leadership program. I'd like to thank ANTHC for having this program and for taking a chance on me last fall. Didalth Diwayu. My Tsimshian name Didalth means counselor, advisor, or one who sets things right. And throughout my whole life and the past 10 years of employment at the Ketchikan Indian community, I have strived to honor my name by being someone who is dependable and people could come to for confidence. One of my long-term goals is to become a supervisor at the Ketchikan Indian community within the next 5 years. And the Pathways Leadership Program has given me some amazing tools to help assist with that goal. I now have my certified supervisor certificate. I could stand up here and breathe and deliver this speech at the same time. I have a little bit more confidence and I have a deeper understanding of myself. So much so I have my own personal mission statement. My mission is to adapt and grow through change and challenges, lead with compassion, and be a steady presence in the life of my loved ones and my community. I aspire to leave every space better than when I entered it. I would not be standing up here today if I wasn't encouraged by my supervisor, Richard Darrington, guided by my mentor, Myrna Cheney, and challenged and supported every month by our facilitator, Trista. To the A team, I'd like to thank you for providing a safe and nurturing space for our growth throughout this journey. And finally, to my partner, Sammy, and our daughter, Maya. Thank you too for being my rock, for supporting me on this venture, and for listening to hours of speech and presentation practices. Koyana, Ganashish, Hawa, and Doikshin. Thank you all for allowing me to speak.
Up next is Edie Guthrie.
I can't believe this. Good morning. My name is Edith Guthrie, and everybody knows me as Edie, and I'm a business manager. I'm from Metlakatla, Alaska. I am Tsimshian, and I come from the killer whale clan, Gishbudwada. I'm the daughter of Myra Fawcett Callahan, and her parents are Lawrence and Edith Fawcett, and my father is Thomas Perez, whose parents are Frank and Elma Perez. I've cultivated deep value in our culture in Metlakatla and in family and in the teaching of Gilksamanishkin on many levels. Gilksamanishkin means take care of yourself in Shimalgit, our language. In my professional journey, I work to support systems that center mental and behavioral health, wellness, particularly in tribal settings. I lead with a belief that authenticity, accountability, and accessibility are vital for healing-centered and effective leadership. My mission is to lead by listening, staying curious, and investing in people. I aim to create spaces where individuals feel safe, they feel empowered, and they feel encouraged to grow. Whether they're staff, clients, or community members. I'm especially committed to trauma-informed, inclusive approaches that support lifelong learning. Had to cheat too. As I continue my leadership development, I've enjoyed learning more about effectively navigating complex situations, engaging with diverse perspectives, and building stronger, more inclusive teams. This journey has deepened my understanding of the power of authentic leadership and the importance of fostering environments that nurture growth for everyone involved. I'm constantly learning how to lead with empathy, with accountability, inclusivity, and now resilience or grit. I want to thank my family. I want to thank my husband, Albert Guthrie, my daughters, Myra and Sarah, and my mother, Myra, for their ongoing support, always. I want to say thank you to the director of Willamette Counseling Center, Tiffany McKeon, for noticing this opportunity and pushing me to go after it. I also wanted to say special thanks to my sister, Janice Rose, as well as my other sisters and my best friend, Audrey, who really cheered me on. I want to thank my cohort and my mentor, Christina Egger, who inspired and challenged me in many ways every day. Your guidance has been invaluable. I'm grateful to Trista, Carrie, and Shemai for facilitating and holding space for our growth, our voices, and our leadership. Intuition, thank you.
And up next, we have Jonita Riviera. Jenna Short is on the program, but she was unable to make it with us today. So, Joe.
I am Arnabak from the Chipik people of the Kishinamate tribe in Chivak, Alaska. My name is Janita Rivera. I also go by Joe to lessen the chances of being called Juanita, but I pretty much gave that up when I married my husband Juan and took his last name. I have been working for the Alaska Native Tribal Health Consortium since 2014 and working as an office specialist for the Health Information Management Department since 2016. Wanting to enhance my senior year at the Alaska Pacific University, I took the plunge and joined the Pathways to Leadership program. As time passed, I discovered more about who I am, and the more I learned, the deeper my internal conversations became. Joining this program really opened my eyes to who I am in this world and how I move personally and professionally. My mission statement is, as I raise my children, I embarked on a journey to heal my inner child. Trusting that this journey inspires, my mission is to heal, reflect, and love myself, trusting that this journey inspires others to do the same. I use my influence to create a positive and empowering culture for those around me. I would like to give a big shout out to Trista for putting up with us and allowing us to witness her resiliency and adaptability as circumstances changed. Mary for taking the jump with me, and to the A team for making this experience one to remember. I'd also like to thank Farrell for being a great mentor and friend, Juliana for being the big sister I needed, and a huge thank you to our HIM director, Jamie Williams, for being the best, incredibly supportive boss. As a mom and a juggler of multiple roles, I would not have been able to do all that I have without my husband, Juan, and my soul sister, Emily. Thank you, ANTHC. Thank you, ANTHC, for being a place of belonging and growth. Kuya Chakmak for listening. Thank you.
Up next, we have Giovanni Brown.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Giovanni Brown. I am a Chipik from Chivak, Alaska, and my Chipik name is Luchavilcha. I am a current community health aid practitioner, an instructor with ANTHC's CHAP program, and a current Pathways graduate. My mission is that anybody who sees themselves in me be inspired, that they can accomplish great things. When I joined this program 9 months ago, I was newly engaged and I was going to figure out how to balance personal work life and be able to finish this program as well. This program far exceeded my expectations. I was able to find words that were hard to grasp before. I learned from and with our cohort some of the most amazing Indigenous leaders. And I was able to, sorry, I just got really nervous. But I'm able to stand up here and speak through the nervousness. I would like to just say thank you. Thank you to our cohort for giving us a space, for being able to sit with, learn from, and laugh with. I would like to thank also our supervisors at CHAP, Ty Manu, Carolyn Craig for being so understanding and supportive. My coworkers for also being understanding throughout this process. It was a lot of education leave that I had to work on projects, so thank you. Dana Deal for being my mentor, being so understanding and giving me much needed advice. Liz Artiaga for helping me see leadership in action. And to the 18, we did it.
Up next is Kaylin Topcock.
Hey. All right. Hello, all. My name is Kaylin Topcock. I am Inupiaq. My Inupiaq name is Anakusik. I work in human resources. So I was born in Anchorage to my late father, Clinton Scott Topcock. He is the most special person in my existence and the one who shaped so much of who I am today. I'm proud to carry forward our Inupiaq culture in both personal and professional spaces. I want to thank Rachel for encouraging me to join Pathways. Her confidence in me and the way she championed my growth have truly meant a lot. I want to thank Hannah. Thank you. I want to thank Hannah for her mentorship and all the things that you've taught me, even when I've been a little bit chaotic. I also want to thank my manager, Adam. Oh, okay. I also want to thank my manager, Adam, not just for encouraging me, but for the patience and effort that he's shown in truly understanding me. His thoughtful guidance has made a real difference in how I see myself and how I continue to grow as a leader. I want to thank my mother figure, Miss Jerry. She's on YouTube right now watching this from Texas. She has helped raise me into the person that I am today. She has just been a wonderful person in my life, and I am just so grateful for her. Lastly, my cousin Trista. There she is. Whose leadership and pathways inspired me to take this journey in the first place. Her steady support, the love she offers me, and her belief in me have been a constant source of strength throughout this experience. Throughout the program, I've learned that creativity and authenticity aren't traits to tone down, they're strengths. I've often found myself being the outlier in the room, but Pathways help me recognize that being different doesn't make me less, it makes me distinct. It's something I can now take pride in. My mission is to honor my culture and creativity by fostering authentic environments where personal growth empowers others to lead with confidence and integrity. What I carry forward is a deeper appreciation for who I am and a commitment to encouraging others to take pride in their own path and leadership. Pathways reminded me that leadership begins when you stop hiding parts of ourselves and start leading with them. Kwayana.
Up next, we have Gavenska Afghan.
Waka! It's Gavensa. I'm your friendly youth program coordinator over at our Division of Environmental Health and Engineering. Today I have two quotes to offer. First, there's little shelter and little gain for Native peoples in doing nothing. That comes from Thomas King in The Inconvenient Indian. I often feel really stuck, not because I don't care, but because I care too much. How can I help these really big issues? This quote helps free me. I can do something, and something's better than nothing. But what? What do I do? When gifts and responsibilities are one, asking what are our responsibilities is the same as asking what are our gifts. That comes from Robin Wall Kimmerer. In other words, explore what you're good at, find out what you're good at, and give it back to other people. As for me, I'm really good at having fun, at being silly, at being open and curious, at asking questions, and sharing my delights and my appreciation freely. So I plan to do that for the rest of my life. On that note, thank you, Trista, Shamai, Carrie, Donalyn and Lael, Gregory and Sherry, I know you're online. Thank you very much to Connie, Millie, my mentor, Chrissy, and my cohort members, of course. And each of you who've decided that an investment in Native leadership is an investment in us all.
Up next, we have Kylie Yavarski.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kylie Yavorsky. I'm Tlingit of the Raven Moiety, and I belong to the Kixeti clan. I'm the granddaughter of Andrea Caesar and Donald Wilson, and the daughter of Marianne and Frank Miles. I currently serve as the communications manager for the Kodiak Area Native Association, and I'm honored to stand here in front of you today as a graduate of the Pathways to Leadership program. When I started this journey 9 months ago, I was filled with hope and hesitation. I had already stepped into a supervisory role, but I still found myself questioning if I belonged here, if I was doing it right, or if I truly had what it took to lead. What this program has taught me is that leadership doesn't come from having all of the answers. It comes from how we show up every single day. My leadership mission is simple. I lead with care, clarity, and purpose, creating space for people to feel valued, supported, and empowered to grow through meaningful and sustainable work. And that's not just a sentence that I was required to write for this program. It's truly how I strive to show up every single day for my community, my team, my family, and myself. Through Pathways, I've found my voice. It still shakes. My body can't seem to recognize the difference between public speaking and being chased by a bear. But I've learned to accept feedback without fear, to trust my instincts, and to stop trying to be everything to everyone. I've embraced that clarity and kindness can coexist, and that setting boundaries isn't a failure of empathy, it's a form of it. And I couldn't have made it through this without the people who held me up along the way. First and foremost, my husband, Josh. Thank you for your love, encouragement, support, and baby wrangling so I could do coursework and attend classes. This would not have been possible without you. To my sister, Nicole, for so fiercely supporting me and empowering me through this program and my entire life. You've helped me stay grounded and find my courage. To my peers, the A team, thank you for everything from deep belly laughs doing drawing exercises to the vulnerable moments that we've shared together. I've learned so much from every one of you, and I'm going to miss you all so much. To Trista, thank you for giving me grace when I needed it and a really firm email reminder when I really needed it. You have undoubtedly shaped how I will show up as a leader, and you've made a lasting impact on my life. To Kiana's executive leadership team and board of directors, thank you for supporting my participation in this program and continuing to invest in my growth. And to everyone involved in organizing these programs and everyone here today supporting us all, thank you for this opportunity and your support and the reminder that the best kind of leadership starts from the inside and then moves out. Thank you.
Up next, we have Leanna Matthews.
Yay, go Leanna! Woo!
Good morning, everyone. My name is Leanna Matthews. I am a Nupiaq, and my Nupiaq name is Ananorok. My family is from Unalakleet. I'm a clinical dietitian at ANTHC. I want to take a quick moment to say koyana or thank you to those that supported me along my journey within the Pathways to Leadership program. My mentor, Abby Jackson, my manager, Jesslyn Dunnigan, the leadership team, my coworkers, my classmates, especially Sarana and Nicole, and most importantly, my family. The most valuable experience that I gained from this program was learning how to build a foundation. This growth extended beyond my professional life and deeply enriched my personal life, specifically with my daughter. It helped to rebuild a relationship of trust and healing between one another, deepening Our bond is mother and daughter. Now, life has taught me that while it has its ups and downs, balance is still possible. My mission is to nurture my health, time, and energy through intentional self-care so that I can continue to build the foundation that I've created to support my personal growth. Growth begins when we choose to prioritize ourselves, not from a place of selfishness, but from a place with purpose. Through Pathways, I have come to the understanding that balance is something that you create. I will carry this forward by focusing on my health, by nurturing my energy, and honoring the strength and resilience of my ancestors whose own journeys brought me to where I am today. If you are thinking about joining Pathways, I encourage, do it. It is not just a class. This was a transformative space to reconnect with who I am, redefine my purpose, and begin layering my foundation to support my ongoing professional and personal growth. Koyana.
Woohoo, go Leanna! Woo!
Way to go, Leanna.
Woo!
Up next, we have Louis Moses IV.
Oso Mauniwiak and Aswisia Mokamane witnessing Louis Moses. Hello, good morning everybody. My name is Louis Moses and I am proud to be graduating from Pathways to Leadership program. This journey has sharpened my skills in leadership and decision making and responsibility. Coming from a background in corrections and security, I've learned that true leadership means standing firm through challenges and guiding others with strength and compassion. Looking ahead, I aim to step into a leadership role here at ANTHC and pursue a bachelor's degree in business administration to expand my impact. As Johnny Silverhand once said in Cyberpunk 2077, you can be anyone, but eventually you gotta be yourself. That quote captures my journey, learning to embrace who I am and the leader I'm becoming. My mission to spread happiness, healing, and self-worth to everyone rooted in the truth of the gospel, so that each person knows that they are loved, valued, and created with purpose. I want to sincerely thank my supervisors, my incredible peers, the A team, we did it, guys, and the Pathways to Leadership instructor, Trista, and a few, we have a new one, Kari, and a one that started with us, Shamai. For your guidance, encouragement, and belief in me throughout this experience. Thank you all.
And up next, we have Martha Mallet. I'm just shocked to be here, as some of you are shocked to see me here. I was just discharged from the hospital last night. Chashkla yuchat duasalk, yechnachat sati, suchnachari ayachat, genechwan dachkand aya, gatlechagwan tanyatki ayachat, kakvagal huna. I am Yuvik from Nunapitchuk. I am Singit from Yakutat, Alaska. I serve as the Deputy Health Director for Yakutat. Sorry, I had to bring my cheat notes.
Over the years, the most important thing I've learned is that growth is a destination. It's a journey, not a destination. There's no endpoint. And my leadership path began in the heart of my community, where I learned that early on, listening is just as important as showing up. Listening to yourself, listening to your body, listening to each other. I've grown through the challenges, like sitting in a hospital bed, responding to emergencies, but also through the uncertain times, the times in silence, the times to think. What keeps me moving forward is the belief that there's always more to learn, not just about systems and strategies, but about myself and the people that we serve. It's about the relationships that we foster. Growth for me means staying grounded in my culture while pushing forward and thinking bigger to connect more with people. Leadership isn't just about the achievements that we hold, it's about who we show up for and how we show up for each other, like showing up to visit your cohort members in the hospital. With that, I would like to say Koyana Draknak to my family first for always rolling with every endeavor that I push myself through. I would like to thank my mentor and supervisor, Robin, for forcing me to grow in every capacity possible. I would like to thank the leadership program staff and ANTHC for these opportunities. And also, lastly, to my cohort. You guys really brought me through, and you guys are the reason why I'm here today. Boyana.
And up next, we have Mary Bushu.
Good morning, beautiful people. I am very honored for this opportunity, and I am super happy and excited to be here. My name is Mary Bushu. I am an Inupiaq woman born and raised in Anchorage, Alaska by my mother, Diana of Ilum, and my father, Warren of Gamble. My Inupiaq names are Liwilaga, means by the downside, Kaluchuk, which is a family name, and Balak, which means broad shoulders. Thank you, Mom. Let's see. I joined the Pathways to Leadership program as the Executive Office Manager for the Alaska Native Tribal Health Consortium's Administration Department. However, as of this week, I have transitioned into my new role as the Senior Executive Assistant to the Chief Financial Officer. Woo! I joined the Pathways to Leadership program to grow into the kind of leader who not only drives impact, but creates meaningful change for the people that I serve. With a background rooted in administrative leadership and a passion for supporting Alaska Native and Native American communities, I'm here to strengthen my voice, sharpen my vision, and deepen my ability to lead with purpose. I'm not just working towards a single role, I'm working towards a legacy of empowerment, equity, and healing. My mission is to uplift others, inspire healing and resilience, and help people recognize their worth and potential. I do this by leading with compassion, strength, integrity, and authenticity, and by creating spaces of joy, safety, and opportunity. especially for those from communities that have faced adversity. Now, before I leave this stage, I would like to give a heartfelt thank you to my supervisor, Amber Ilo, who saw me through the program, and my new supervisor, Dwayne Stilson, my mentor, Allison Reed, my job shadow, Monique Martin, our incredible instructors, Shamai, Carrie, and Trista, and our the people who also support the leadership program, Lael and Donalyn. I would like to thank my family and friends for supporting me throughout this program, and most importantly, our creator. And to the Pathways to Leadership program, especially to the A team, we did it!
Up next, we have Morgan John.
Hi, my name is Morgan John. I'm from the native village of Minto in the interior of Alaska. I work as an admin assistant for behavioral health at Tana Chiefs Conference in Fairbanks, and I chose this field because I am passionate about stopping the cycles of trauma that have impacted a lot of Alaska Native people for generations. Many of us know somebody who's directly affected by these issues, and some of us in this room might be struggling with this ourselves. My great-grandfather, Peter John, served as the traditional chief of Tana Chiefs Conference for many years, where he took pride in advocating for Alaska Native health and rights. And to many people in the interior, he actually also serves as a beacon of the traditional Alaska Native lifestyle as it was meant to be lived. What many people don't know is that in his younger days, he also struggled with many of these issues. And he saw that his own struggle was impacting his family and the community around him, and he made a vow to himself and to his family. And with that, he put a pack of cigarettes and a bottle of alcohol on his fridge, and he said, "If I never touch these, I will never drink again." And with that, he never did. You see, he realized that being a leader was about more than just leading. It was about serving Alaska Native people in every way possible. And I think that as leaders, we owe it to ourselves to help see that vision through. And that is the kind of leader that I hope to be. Thank you all.
And up next, we have Morgan Carlson.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Morgan Carlson. First, I would like to say a few thank yous to a few people. I would like to thank my mother, G. Carlson, for her love and support and encouragement through this program. You're the strongest and most inspirational person in my life. And thank you. And I hope when I grow up, I'm a strong elder as you are today. To my son, Timothy, I hope you seeing me go through this program inspires you to want to become a proud, strong leader for our people someday. To my friend Amy Foote, thank you for the nudge for applying for the Pathways program and believing in me. To my friend Nicole Tomes, thank you for going on this journey with me, even though we were not in the same cohort. And thank you to Erin Conwell for being my mentor, for agreeing to be my mentor and guiding me through this journey. Thank you, Trista, for all your teachings and guidance through this program. And again, let me introduce myself. My name is Morgan Carlson. I am currently an Office Specialist 3 in food and nutrition with over 13 years of food experience in the food service industry. I am a leader who believes in creating a positive, productive work environment, focusing on openly listening to my team and setting clear goals for them, and recognizing their achievements. My leadership style is all about supporting my team and ensuring they have what they need to succeed in their jobs. My mission as a future leader and elder in the making is to lead with integrity, to inspire growth in my team and in my family, to achieve results with empowering them and supporting my team to become leaders themselves. I will continue to learn to grow as a leader who will continue to seek mentorship to help bring fresh ideas to my team. I will help lead with confidence and to adapt to any challenges that may come my way. My hope is to make a positive impact in this world with a meaningful outcome in the end. Thank you.
And up next is Nicole Toms.
Hi, we did it. Yay. Hi, I'm Nicole Tomes, and I'm proud to serve as the first ever Alaska Native Kitchen Manager here at ANTHC. I'm working on my 8th year here, and I've been promoted 4 different times, so I started from the bottom up. I was born and raised here in Palmer, Alaska. I am Yupik. I currently live in Wasilla. I would like to extend my greatest thanks to Vivian Archerera and Mark Dyball for being the best mentors during my entire leadership journey. And I want to thank Trista and Carrie and Shamai for being the best instructors that we had to help us learn and grow. And I would like to thank Food and Nutrition Services for stepping up while I was away with my studies. And I would most like to thank my family, my husband, my sons, my sister, my nieces. I wouldn't be anywhere I am today without my tribe. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. Most of all, thank you, or don't let my size fool you. I'll never be 5 foot. I am a dominant, evolving, influential leader, and a personality test helped me better understand my leadership style along with others' leadership styles and how we all bring something different, our strengths and uniquenesses to the table as a team to run. I was able to trust my team to help run the kitchen while I was away with my studies. And I learned from my cohort that it is okay to take care of myself first because you have to take care of others. And so it's hard to, be there. And so make sure you take that time to take care of yourself first because you matter. And my mission is deeply rooted in tradition. I honor cultural heritage by serving Alaskan traditional meals to our people, guided by integrity, culture, harvesting, and respect. What I'd like for you to do right now, I want you to envision your dream. And I want you to believe that it is possible. And I want you to believe that you are the one to make this possible. If you're thinking of applying to the Leadership to Pathways program, do it. That's a really great first goal into starting your leadership journey here. You have to go outside of the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. I want to leave you with this quote that has stayed with me most of my life. It's by Winnie the Pooh. If there's ever a day where we're not together, I want you to remember this. You are stronger than you believe, smarter than you think. Oh, hang on, I'm sorry. You're stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and I can't remember the rest, but I just want you to believe that you are brave enough and you're strong enough and you're smart enough to accomplish anything. And I hope if you forget that you are not brave or smart or strong, you have somebody encouraging you and that you can be the best leader possible. Koyana.
And Patrick Odinzoff was not able to join us today, but he also graduated this year. So up next is Sorana Dragasevich.
All right. Resilience is not just a powerful word, but a word that describes the Alaska Native culture. For over 18,000 years, our people have persevered, adjusted, and are here today. Sorry, I get really anxious. But can you say that about your culture? I'm a proud Alaska Native woman. My name is Sorana Dragasevich. I am Tlingit and Tsimshian from Occoquan Wushakan, the Shark clan from Auk Bay, Alaska, of the Eagle Moiety. Sorry. My mission is to use intergenerational knowledge that has been passed down so kindly from the grandmas, the great-grandmas, the aunties, the cousins, the friends, and many more, to create a better healthcare system, an improved healthcare system for our people. To be an auntie, to be proud of. Sorry. I want to create a healthcare system where we are heard, not misunderstood, dismissed, or feel out of place. Just because we speak a different dialect of English, we have different words. We use different words. To continue the culture of using our abundant knowledge to be passed on to the future generations for the next 18,000 years, to stay resilient. While I Ganachish to all those people who have been willing to share their stories, their wisdom, and their culture. While I have many short-term goals with school and work and many other areas, my lifetime goal is to make our future and present generations proud to be Alaska Native and live long, happy, healthy lives. But most importantly, to make our previous generations proud, our ancestors that have created a path for us to walk on today. Ganalchish.
And for our final pathway speaker, we have Vivian Fanene.
Oh, it's hard to be the first and last speaker. Howdy. I wanted to open up with something a little different. So back home, a lot of our gatherings, we open up with a song called Ariga. Sorry. They either open it or it's a closing song that we use.
And I'm sorry if I'm super emotional. Ah. And if you know this song, please sing it with me. Those online, I know there's some people from back home, so if you know this song, please sing it with me. Adiga, adiga, adiga nunik shrak isik nuni apkuta komarik suk adiga nunik shrak isana. And that translates to, it's so good, the land to go into. The pathway is bright. It's so good. So good, the land that he has given. Uvlahlotak, uvanga atira selak. Kikik tagruk mute. Ariga. Good morning. My name is Vivian Fanene. My Inupiaq name is Selak. I am proudly named after my late Anna Vivian Lane of Norvik. I'm originally from Kotzebue. I currently live in Anchorage with my husband, Mark, our 4 kids, and my mom, Donna. I've been with ANTHC for a little over 10 years and currently serve as a telehealth program specialist. Pathways has shown me that I can continue my education while balancing life is possible. I have the drive and discipline to continue my education and earn a bachelor's degree. My mission? To lead from behind the curtain, championing my team's success, offering quiet support and guidance, and allowing others to shine. I believe true leadership uplifts others and strengthens the team as a whole. I would like to thank those who have walked alongside me on this journey, to my managers, Viola and Jenny, encouraging me to join the program, supporting my educational leave, and allowing me the space to grow. I'd like to thank my mentor, Garen Martin. Thank you for your time, advice, and cheering me on. To Trista and her team, thank you for all that you've done for our cohort and Pathways to Leadership. And to my husband, Mark, thank you for your patience, love, and support, and standing by me through it all. Thank you to ANTHC Pathways to Leadership program for helping me grow both professionally and personally. Thank you. Let's give a big round of applause to our Pathways to Leadership graduates. Each of them stood here today with courage, clarity, and purpose, and we are so proud of the growth that we've seen. Thank you for sharing your voices and your leadership journey with us. Now we're honored to welcome the Yararpik drummers. Through song, dance, and tradition, they carry forward the heartbeat of our culture and connect us to those who came before us. Please enjoy this special performance. Yararpik is a traditional Yupik dance group based in Anchorage, Alaska, with roots from Western Alaska. They are urban-bound interpreters of our oral history and strive to represent our ancestors and Yupik spirituality to the best of their ability. Waka is not just a hello, it's an actual, hey, are you able to
Oyana. Waka is not just a hello or a greeting. It's an actual question. Hey, are you here with me mentally so that we can actually share information together? So when I say waka, you say waka. That means, hey man, we're sinking. Maya ko nga irosa ka ko nga kipaklo ka ko nga kagana ka ko nga mangya ka ko nga alak na kami nga kwikpak mingo nga. That just means that my name is Valerie and I come from Alakanak, the Lower Yukon Delta, and that I come from the kwikpak tradition. And you can see that on my what we call regalia.
Iberis donat kanga kino na klalaram kas donat kanga Taylor. Tekatana kami unga suya kami unga. And these are my children, Kubilagu and Isla Tukak.
My name is Monica Prince, and I'm originally from Bethel.
Hello, my name is Paul, and my Yupik name is Guzolak, which means wine.
And we have our Ilungak from the south here, Malia Yakulik, Marion, for you that speak English. We want to share with you, I think we have time for 2 songs. And this is us bringing part of ceremony back into our everyday lives. We get to, cheer you on. And we're going to show that by doing 2 songs. The first one originates from Scammon Bay. And it talks about us being in a kayak. So you can follow along even while you're seated. And we'll share with you the story as we go through the motions. Kayaka. So the chorus says kayaka in my kayak. And I think that word is universal. We all know what a kayak is. All right. In my kayak. It's going out. In my kayak. It's going out as I travel with the tide. See it? Gather your people. This is my story. This is my thought. And first verse is Yugeya. So this is a particular message to my descendants in your kayak out at the sea. As you're going out, you look out for that really big maklak. It's swimming. You see it. And is that a balog yung clear? Ayok laktut. Okay. You might want to stand, or I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Pop, Goyano, Pop. Any questions? Such a beautiful way to start the day. The next song that we want to share with you was composed by my dad, Paul Tony. And he had a message for his grandchildren, his great grandchildren, in that you can see how important it is for us to enjoy our environment and to acknowledge it. So, this is what you hear in our songs. Our environment is prime. And of course, your mental environment is first and foremost always on our thoughts. So this went out to the younger generation, the ones that are not so familiar with their environment. So he gave them this song in order for them to survive. And we want to invite you And if you want to, go ahead and stand up. And you must be about this far apart from your neighbor. So you can't really be seated and do this, as you might accidentally on purpose whack somebody. Yeah, we just need you to spread out a little bit. And we're going to go through the motions so that you can, you can participate. I think so too. So if you're again this far apart from your neighbor, so if you're female, you're gonna be uyung soking, right? With both of your knees, you're gonna uyung sok. And if you're a male, then you're gonna kind of tap with your toe. Try your other side. Some of us are a little bit off balance. You can tap with your heel or your toe. So let's go through the motions. So in this song, he said, go and gather your snow. So this is a survival song. Gather your snow. You're going to build a snow barrier. Pack it down. Gather your snow. You're going to build a snow barrier or a snow wall. Pack it down. You're going to gather your snow. You're going to pack it, pack it, pack it. 2 times really hard. Even use your face. Over there. And over there. The fancy ending is you're in a kayak, you're kayaking again. And then this last motion is 3 motions in one. So watch your balance and watch your neighbor's balance too. You're going to go through the eye of the needle. Okay, lift your left hand. Take your right hand. Through the eye of the needle, smacking the back of your hand. Yeah. And then lift your right leg up at the same time. So let's try it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? There yep, you guys are doing good. There's only one nabatok to this, and it's nanito kakayak. I wonder where. And I know a lot of you are wondering where you are right now in your journey. I love it because this is, this is gonna be food for thought. So one more time. I wonder where. Okay, one more time. That feels really good. For those of us who are, older. So I wonder where. I'm going to sing my song. So take your song from your mouth, not from your forehead, not from your eye, and send it to the universe. Holy smokes. Make sure everybody hear that. And then the other side as well. Here in this land, so land is low. And the land is Tuilngok, so it's a long, long, long river. Yep, you're over there. You're going to be packing down your wall that whole time because that's going to help you survive. The drum solo ties everything together and you're back in your kayak. You notice a theme here? You're back in your kayak. Paddle on your left and paddle on your right. Then how many of you know how to stop in a kayak? How do you stop? Yes, exactly that. You take your paddle, dip it in the water and push. And what you do on one side, you must do on the other. So take your paddle, dip it in the water and push. So let's try it again. Kayak paddle on your left, paddle on your right. And then you're going to stop and stop.
It's cute Norm's dancing.
So we heard a word and we want to share that word with you. The word is pamya. Can you say pamya? So pamya means the tail end. And so when we hear pamya, it translates immediately into encore. So we heard pamya and we must honor that. So, all right, one more round. Obviously, you guys did not get enough, so let's do it one more time. There are two words we want to share with you. One of them is Koyana. Can you say Koyana? The other is Ilaksuguluda. Yeah, you put those two words together and it means thank you very much for inviting us to be a part of your day. Congratulations. What an awesome step you have made. So one more time, those two words together. Koyana ilak suguluda.
What an amazing performance. Thank you so much to the Yarpik drummers. We're so You don't worry about those chairs. We'll move them. We are so grateful you could join us and share your energy and culture with us today. It's my honor to welcome someone whose leadership continues to shape the future of our organization and the tribal health system. Amber Ilo, Special Projects Officer. Her presence speaks to the value of investing in our next generation of leaders. Please join me in welcoming Amber.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amber Ilo. I am Athabascan. My late mother, Isabel Davis, formerly Stefan, was from Tabana or Tyonek, and Tabana means the beach people. It's a small village on the other side of the inlet, past Sleeping Lady Mountain, and I'll say, in my own opinion, it's one of the best beaches in Alaska. My father is non-native. He's from Pennsylvania. I currently serve as the Special Projects Coordinator for the Alaska Native Tribal Health Consortium. I am a mom of 4 kids, and I've worked at ANTHC since 2013. I started at the hospital at the Care Coordination Center, really answering phones. And what I say is I was catfished into a job where I also called the codes for the hospital, and that can be really stressful, but you know what's happening on the other end of that code call, so you really kind of handle that the best that you can. I am a 2016 LEAD graduate. My applying for the LEAD was a push from my supervisors in human resources and my coworkers. It was such a great experience. I'm still in contact with a lot of the cohort from the programs that year, and I do truly believe it shaped my leadership here at ANTHC. On behalf of the ANTHC Board of Directors, Natasha Singh, our ANTHC President CEO, and the ANTHC Executive Leadership Team, I welcome and congratulate this year's cohorts for Pathways to Leadership, Leadership Excellence through Advancement and Determination, and the Alaska Native Executive Leadership Program. The ANTHC Board of Directors has continuously supported the leadership opportunities so that ANTHC can assist with the professional growth of Alaska Native and American Indian people. Paths to leadership look different for each individual. I'm happy to be here to celebrate with you all today. Thank you to everyone joining us online. We really appreciate being able to have this celebration both in person and online. And I just want to say, can we give a round of applause for the Yurupik drummers? Thank you for being with us today. I know they walked out, but thank you for sharing your songs and your tradition with us. Pathways graduates, thank you for leading the way. I did bring a whole cheat sheet. I didn't realize that there was a rule against it, so I do have my cheat sheet here. You had some great speeches, and your mission, I think, can be touched by everybody in this room. I'd like to thank our training team. So the ones who facilitate the program kind of behind the scenes, Trista Topcock, you were mentioned in the speeches, Carrie, Donalyn, Nirvana, I think I seen her right in the back. And the leaders that have mentored our Pathways graduates, our lead graduates in our NELP, it is because of you that our groups can be successful in their leadership. So thank you. Also, thank you to Scott. He's running the AV over here. Thank you for taking this time to invest in yourself. I am lucky enough to supervise Mary Bouchou, and we had a lot of conversation about the programs. And so it takes seeing that in someone to be able to go into a program and commit yourself. And like I said, everybody's got something that's going on in their lives. And so it is a commitment. And 9 months ago, we celebrated the kickoff. And so here we are. No matter where you are in your career, I truly believe in the saying, in every seat, a leader. At any age, in any situation, you have a choice in how you respond. For us that are blessed to be Alaska Native or American Indian, we also have the opportunity to carry forward how our ancestors survived. So pair that with leadership skills, and you're unstoppable. I am actually the middle child of 7 kids, and to this day, my siblings always say, ask Amber. I've thought about this a lot. I said, well, maybe it's because I'm at the Baskins and at the Baskins are direct. It's maybe because I'm bossy. But I'll just say that I think they saw the leadership skills that I had at a young age. So as we gather today, we celebrate the various heritage, backgrounds, and cultures that are represented here today. In traditional ways, leaders within a tribe or community are identified based on the way they live. Sometimes it's seeing something in someone, putting the needs of others before their own, and ensuring their community is taken care of through the winter, the good times, and the hard times. Like those traditional ways, your community supported you. They supported you in your growth. Maybe it was your supervisor pushing you, maybe it was your peer, and maybe it was a nudge from a family member, but you took that leap yourself. In the words of Denise Lajmadir, an educator, American poet, and a tribal citizen of the Ojibwe, be confident in your heritage and your background as tribal people. And know that you bring a unique perspective and strength to whatever you do next. May we all continue to learn from and be inspired by one another. And may we go forth from this place with a renewed sense of purpose, determination to make the world a better place. Honor your background, your heritage, and by doing so, you become human beings that light the world. Thank you to your families and friends that joined you here today. Today, this celebration is about all of you, the graduates. Congratulations to the ANTHC Leadership Program graduates of Pathways to Leadership, Leadership Excellence Through Advancement and Determination, and the Alaska Native Executive Leadership Program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amber, for your words and your presence today, and maybe we'll see you in a NELP in the future. Your leadership, vision, and commitment to the Alaska Tribal Health System continues to inspire us. We're grateful that you could be here to help us honor this year's graduates. Now we turn to our lead program, Leadership Excellence Through Advancement and Determination. Each participant will share their personal vision, followed by reflections on their accomplishments, their growth over the past year, and words of appreciation to those who have supported them along the way. Please join me in listening, learning, and celebrating their leadership journeys. To give those of you on Zoom a chance to turn on your camera, to wave, to write a comment, I will announce everyone. Their speaking order is in the program. After they speak, they will receive their award and certificate and take a photo with Amber. Crystal Duncan graduated this year but was unable to join us, so we will start with Davina Carl.
First of all, thank you for attending our graduation. I want to express my deepest gratitude to Trista, to Carrie, to my husband, to my manager, Chris Cox, to my cohort,
and most of all, or important of all, my mentors, Jasmine Tooney and Banihkak Agatha John Shields. I am a strong culturally grounded leader in progress, driven to empower others to reach their full potential at home, at work, or anywhere through empathy, independence, and constant growth. As I reflect on my time in the LEAD program, I'm filled with gratitude for the knowledge I've gained, the relationships I've built, and the leader I'm becoming. This journey has challenged me in all the right ways and reminded me that leadership isn't about titles or authority. It's about self-awareness, humility, and service. One of the most important lessons I've learned is that leadership starts within. Through this program, I've developed a deeper understanding of the strengths and areas for growth. I've learned how to communicate more clearly, listen more intentionally, and navigate difficult conversations with empathy and confidence. The LEAD program also taught me the power of collaboration. Whether it was through group projects or peer discussions, I saw how much stronger we are when we bring diverse voices to the table. Leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about creating space for others to shine. Most importantly, I walk away from this program with a renewed commitment to lead with purpose and integrity. I want to be someone who lifts others up, who contributes to our resilient and respectful work culture, and who leads by example, especially in challenging moments. To my peers, mentors, and facilitators, thank you. I'm excited to carry what I've learned here into everything I do next. Koya nakfa. Up next, we'll hear a clip from Hazel Graham while she stands up here. She is recorded herself prior to her heading into the doctor's.
Sinidong Hayden. My name is Hazel Graham, and I'm the director of ANTHC Lodging. I'm a proud member of the Haida, Tsimshian, and Inupiaq tribes, and I carry with me a deep connection to my culture, family, traditions, and community. Since 2001, I've had the privilege of working on ANMC campus. This year marks 20 years with ANTHC, a journey shaped not only by professional milestones, but by the values passed down through generations. Supportiveness, approach through advancement and determination programs has been transformative chapter in that journey. It did not just sharpen my leadership skills, it deepened my purpose. Through LEAD, I've learned to lead with clarity, confidence, and compassion. I've come to understand that true leadership is not about authority. It's about service. It's about lifting others, creating a space for every voice, and staying grounded in who you are. One moment that stands out in my journey happened during a challenging winter. A family had traveled in for care, and due to weather delays, they remained in Anchorage longer than anticipated. I remember sitting with the family, listening to their concerns, not just about their stay, but about feeling disconnected and overwhelmed. We shared stories and we talked about our shared cultures. That moment reminded me that leadership is often quiet. It is in the listening, the empathy, the cultural connection. LEAD helps me recognize the power in those moments and gave me the tools to lead with intention. Cultural integration has always been a part of my leadership, whether it's incorporating traditional art, languages, stories, or providing space for our traditional dance groups to share their culture. I believe that healing begins when people feel seen and valued for who they are. The LEAD program gave me the confidence to advocate for these practices, not as extras, but as essentials. It's taught me that honoring culture in the workplace isn't just meaningful, it's transformational. It builds trust, strengthens identity, and creates a sense of belonging that ripples through every level of care. Looking ahead, I remain committed to expanding culturally sensitive programs, fostering inclusive workspaces, and inspiring the next generation of Indigenous leaders. My goal is to leave a legacy of kindness, understanding, and lasting impact, one that reflects the strength of our people and the power of culturally grounded leadership. In our native languages, Gunshchish, Hawa, Kuyana, Shanaan, Anabasi, Digadin, Madu, Deutschem. Thank you.
All right, and up next we have John Davis.
Hello, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. My name is John Davis. I'm originally from Unalakleet, Alaska, but have lived in Unalakleet, Anchorage, and Sitka, three very different regions here. And just very grateful and honored that all of you showed up today. So I did not prepare a speech. And so when Trista mentioned that I needed to share my vision statement, I figured I'd bring the program up and just share that real quick. I will champion compassion, spark curiosity, and pursue adventurous paths that inspire connection, growth, and creativity for those I love and the community I serve. I've wanted to thank several people. First, my family. We're expecting our first child here in less than a week. So very exciting, also very challenging to juggle work, new responsibilities, and learning. So thank you very much to my family and my wife. I'd also like to thank Trista specifically for putting up for the last 2 years all my sarcasm and jokes. The strategy office for making time for me to be a part of LEAD, Rachel and Justin for helping me with my LEAD project and giving me the pushes I needed. I'd like to thank the LEAD cohort for showing me that there are new things to learn and different perspectives to include. And I'd like to specifically thank Tim for being the brunt of my jokes and volunteering. I just want to share a quick story of that as I was reflecting on my leadership journey and LEAD. The value that came most to my mind is community. And it reminded me of a time where I spoke at my high school graduation and talked about the story of a man throwing starfish back in the sea. There were thousands of starfish on the beach, and he'd pick them up, throw them back, and someone came to discourage him. You know, you're not going to make a difference. And if I could go back and write the story myself, I would include the value of community. That one person, instead of throwing the starfish into the sea by himself, going and gathering people to help him with a mission he saw valuable. And then together they can make a bigger impact. So I'd like to thank each of you. Thank you very much for investing in this community of leaders and investing in the future. Thank you.
And up next we have Lauren Equak.
There you go. Yay! Lauren!
Hello, everyone. My name is Lorena Ewok, and I'm incredibly proud to stand here today as a Yupik, Alaska Native, and Peruvian woman. My roots are a huge part of who I am. They ground me, guide me, and remind me of the strength and resilience that I come from. When I first started working at ANTHC, I honestly didn't know exactly where I fit in. The only thing that I was sure of is that I wanted to be here. I wanted to be a part of something meaningful, something that served our people, but I didn't know what that would look like for me. Then I joined the LEAD program, and everything started to shift. Through this experience, I learned so much about myself. I discovered strengths I didn't know I had, and I started to see a clearer path for myself. LEAD helped me find direction, confidence, and a deeper sense of purpose. I've grown so much, not just professionally, but personally. I've made connections that I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. And I felt so supported, especially by my imaging team, who actually encouraged me to join in the first place. You guys have all been such a big, huge help and a big part of this journey, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you guys. I'm also grateful for my new team. I started a new position at the medical staff office, so thank you for supporting me and welcoming me to the team. I also feel like I got really lucky with this particular cohort. We connected in such a genuine way. We laughed together, struggled together, and had each other's backs. And of course, we all worked hard to make Trista's life both easier and just a little bit more chaotic. We really made sure to keep things interesting. Through all the questions that we asked, the millions of questions and the answers that you provided a million times already. Thank you for that. It's really such an amazing thing to be surrounded by such a supportive group. I want to give a heartfelt shout out to my two mentors, Anne Valone and Mary Stevens. You both have been incredible. Your honesty, your encouragement, and your belief in me, even when I didn't believe in myself, meant more than I can say. You've helped shape the leader that I'm becoming. And to my family and my fiance, thank you, truly. There were days where I came home so drained and exhausted, but your love and support never wavered. You lifted me up, reminded me where I started, and kept me going. I couldn't have done this without you guys. As I look ahead, I'm excited. I know there's still so much to learn, but I feel ready. Ready to keep growing, to keep serving, and to keep honoring where I came from while building a future that I dream of. Guyana.
All right, and we have another participant who graduated this year, Ron Harrelson, who wasn't able to join us. So up next will be Rachel Peffley.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Peffley. I serve as a Human Resources Supervisor. I am a 2019 Pathways to Leadership graduate and now 2025 LEAD graduate. As I stand here today, I feel immense gratitude for the opportunity to grow, to connect, and lead alongside an inspiring group of people. This leadership journey has challenged us, stretched us, and empowered us to look inward, outward, and forward. Through this experience, I've taken the time to reflect on my personal vision, which I'd like to share with you today. I envision a life rooted in purpose, integrity, and intentionality, where family is the foundation of my strength and drive. I aspire to be a leader not only through words, but through consistent actions grounded in empathy, resilience, and service. My goal is to build a fulfilling career aligned with my passion for organizational growth, ethical leadership, and self-determination. I will hold myself to high standards, not in the pursuit of perfection, but in the pursuit of progress and purpose. I believe it is possible to be both a work in progress and a masterpiece. In both my personal and professional life, I will pursue excellence, embrace challenges as opportunities, and remain grounded in gratitude. My vision is to create lasting impact through service, authenticity, and an unwavering commitment to purposeful growth, both at home and at work. I would like to extend a thank you to ANTHC. Thank you for investing into my leadership development. I would like to thank my fiance, Chris, for supporting me. Thank you to HR leadership and my team in shared services for your support. To everyone who's been a part of this chapter, thank you. I'd like to give a special shout out to my job shadows, Chris Matthews, Valeria Herrera, and Allison Reed. I'd also like to thank my manager, Adam Garcia, for his support and cheerleading. Thank you, Trista, for running a top tier program. And thank you to my mentors, Andrea and Rachel. Thank you.
Oju, Wabashkiwe, Maingan, Indigenikas. Hello, my name is Rosalind Marsley. I'm a research program manager in research services, and Trista's taken a little break. I'm happy to be celebrating the completion of the LEAD program with all of you. It was a challenging time, but with challenge comes growth. LEAD's speech practice sessions have given me more confidence in just being up here and being somewhat comfortable, are an example of what LEAD has helped me to accomplish. I'm grateful for the opportunity to add on to skills in the areas of communication and management. I enjoyed meeting and hearing from our leaders. They shared personal stories, stories about accountability, tough lessons they've learned, and what has helped them to get to where they are today. I'm also very grateful for the job shadow opportunities. My focus was in finance management, and I hope to continue this growth and to expand my career in finance operations. And I was really hoping Dwayne was still here, but I don't see him. I want to say thanks to Trista. I'm not sure she gets enough credit for all the work she does. Lots of respect to her for the role she plays in helping us all move along in our careers. And I want to thank my mentors, Kirsten Kolb, Dee Sage, and a special thanks to my supervisor, Dr. Tara Ford. Miigwech, thank you.
And up next, we have Shamai Thacker. Look at all of these amazing, familiar faces. Standing here today, I am filled with gratitude for the journey, the lessons, the emotional people that came before me. Thank you, because I'm one of them too. And the people who have walked this path with me. The LEAD program wasn't just a training. It has been a challenge to grow, to reflect, and to lead with heart. Along the way, I discovered that leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about asking better questions, listening more deeply, and showing up, even when it's so hard. To my cohort, thank you for the support, the laughter, and all the wisdom that you each brought to the table. To Shaunalee Whitney and Trista, see, I'm gonna get upset. Your unwavering belief in me, because the quiet strength I leaned on when I couldn't find my own, your guys' guidance lit the way when the path was hardest to see. And I gotta get my stuff together before I move forward because the next part's really important to me. This may be the end of the program for all of us, but it's the beginning of something even better.
leadership that is rooted in purpose. So as we move forward, I want to leave you with the Tsimshian Pledge, a reminder of who we are and what we carry. This is why I need to find my voice strength. Dim shimget hait gnu, awil giat gad giatanu. Dim shim algiaku, awil alga deep beigi. Dim gwiloaku te takani goa, awil alkiri alaishu. Dim flodu takani giad, awil hashaku dim diwalded dakoi. Dim amahaboldu, wil zoku, wil hathlashu, ada wil galmilgu. Dim hamomu naka alausht, awil kagodu dishtap neat. Dim gana heit gnu, daligi lep wilsh goa dim embalded, dim tiki gadu, awil athka dim de acht. I will stand strong because I am strong. I will speak truth because I do not lie. I will be industrious in everything I do because I am not lazy. I will respect all people because I want them to do the same for me. I will take care of where I live, where I work, and where I play. I will help those who are weaker because I have compassion for them. I will stand against anything that will try to take me down because it will not succeed. Can all of the graduates from all the programs please stand up? All of you in your strongest voice, I want you to repeat after me. Shimgit Haitgen. Shimgit Haitgenu. Stand strong is the first one. Shimgit Haitgenu means I stand strong. As you move into your leadership journeys forward from here, remember that you are standing strong and you are bringing the strength in this journey that you have just completed. I am so proud of all of you, and I'm so happy to see you. Dwaiksha.
I would just like to take a moment to acknowledge we might be going over just a smidge over time, but I thank you for your patience and to continue to stay and celebrate and hear from the remaining graduates. Up next, we have another participant who was unable to make it today, Susan Brown, but she graduated. And speaking is Tim Lee.
Hello, my name is Tim Lee, and this week I'm celebrating 1 year with ANTHC as a project manager. I am Yupik. I grew up in Anchorage. My mom's side of the family comes from Napakiak. I'd like to start by sharing my vision statement. I strive to lead a life dedicated to serving others that is congruent with my core values of faith, respect, authenticity, humor, empathy, and justice, to continuously pursue knowledge and aspire to excellence. My faith is foundational to me, and I want to thank God for blessing me with this opportunity. Out of respect for our elders, I like to recognize those that came before me. On my father's side, my grandparents Charles and Violet Lee, and my father Royce, who's no longer with us, who taught and demonstrated these core values to me and my siblings. On my mother's side, Adam and Annie Nelson, also no longer with us. My mom is currently in Napakiak to commemorate 1 year anniversary of my grandmother's passing, and also to do some egg hunting, which she loves. Authenticity seems simple, but it can be a challenge in a world that sometimes places value elsewhere. Having humor as a core value may seem a little strange, but they say laughter is the best medicine. It's like free healthcare. Empathy and justice go hand in hand. Compassion and equality, worthy aspirations for everyone, especially in healthcare. I'd like to thank those that have contributed to LEAD not only this year, but over the past 20 years. It's very evident that this program has been developed and refined to provide the best opportunities for growth for the participants. Thank you to Trista for your guidance and your patience, especially with John. Thank you to the rest of the cohort. I'm proud to be part of such an impressive group. Thank you to my supervisor, Elon, for allowing me the time to dedicate to lead, for teaching me project management principles, and for roasting me whenever you get a chance. Thank you to my family and friends, some of which are watching online. Thank you to all the leaders that provided their time and expertise, and to ANTHC as a whole for their dedication and support. Thank you.
And up next, we'll hear from Trevor Fairbanks.
First off, I would just like to thank everyone. The program has just been wonderful. I've had great mentors, job shadows, and just speaking with leaders, and then the leaders who spoke for our program. Trista, thank you so much for putting up with us. But I've learned a lot from the cohort. And so I just want to take a moment to reflect on something my cohort has taught me. The idea is that little things truly make a difference. A smile, a moment of laughter, and just simply asking, can I help? And then following through. Those seemingly small gestures created a positive environment that I really enjoyed in the program. It's often said, you don't know what you don't know. This isn't just about knowledge gaps. It's about perspectives. Each of us bring a unique lens to the table, shape our experiences, our backgrounds, and our skills. When we embrace different viewpoints, not just tolerate them, but truly value them, we unlock solutions and innovations that a homogeneous group simply can't. It's about seeing problems for every angle and building more robust creative solutions. Now you might ask, what's in it for me? It's a fair question. When we cultivate an environment where diverse ideas are welcome, where we acknowledge our collective blind spots, we all benefit. It means fewer mistakes, faster problem solving, and ultimately more successful and less stressful environment for everyone. Psychological safety is about building culture where every team member feels safe to speak up, to ask questions, to admit mistakes, and to challenge the status quo without fear of embarrassment or punishment. It's the assurance that your vulnerability will be met with understanding, not judgment. And when we truly feel safe, we can be our most innovative and productive selves. So let's integrate those little things into every interaction. Let's actively champion diverse perspectives, understanding that our blind spots diminish when we embrace new insights. When we make decisions, let's pivot to what's in it for our people, because the collective benefit is the ultimate measure of our impact. Your voices matter, and when we feel safe to share it, we all win. Thank you.
And last from lead will be Zoe Merkuliev.
Good afternoon. My name is Zomer Kuliev, and I'm an administrative fellow with hospital administration. I am Inupiaq and Aleut, and my family comes from the communities of Kotzebue and St. Paul Island. So first, I just wanted to say how grateful I am to be here today. I am inspired by each and every one of you. These speeches have been amazing. LEAD has been more than just a leadership training. It's been a powerful reminder of who we are and who we have the potential to become. For the past 7 years, I've had the privilege of working in tribal health. And for me, this work isn't just a career, it's a responsibility. It's a commitment centered on the values of service, community, and guided by the belief that Alaska Native people deserve safe, equitable, culturally grounded care. Growing up, my grandfather, the late Al Adams, would say, "Never stop working for the people." He dedicated his life to serving others and improving his community during his 20-year career as a state legislator. And now in my own work, I have a deeper understanding of what it means to continuously strive to serve our people. My goal is to lead while honoring where I came from, while also strengthening the path for those who come next. It takes a village to grow a leader, and I wouldn't be here without the incredible support and investment people across ANTHC have made in my growth and my development. From the LEAD program to my fellowship and throughout my educational journey, including my current pursuit of my PhD, every milestone has been possible because of those who believed in me, guided me, and created the space for me to grow. Special thank you to my mentors, Dana Deal and David Beveridge. Thank you to Trista. Thank you to hospital administration and everyone who has spent time with me over the past 9 months. And to my cohort, thank you for your insight, collaboration, and dedication to the people we serve. I'm proud to be part of this generation of leaders in tribal health, leaders who are motivated, capable, and committed to what matters most, advancing the health and well-being of our people. Congrats to each and every one of you, and Kwayana.
Let's give a big round of applause to our LEAD graduates. Your vision, determination, and commitment to growth have shined through in every word today. Thank you for sharing your stories, your accomplishments, and your gratitude. We're proud of the impact you've already made and the leadership you'll continue to bring to our organizations and our communities. And now we'll welcome our graduates from the Alaska Native Executive Leadership Program, ANELP. This program is designed to strengthen executive level leadership grounded in culture, strategy, and service. Each graduate will now share their leadership philosophy statement, what they've learned this year, and their appreciation for those who have supported them. Just as before, I'll announce their names so those of you online can turn on your camera and add to the chat box. After they speak, they'll receive their award from Amber. So up first, we will hear from Tina Egger.
Good afternoon. My name is Christina Egger. My Yupik name is Balukduk. I am the daughter of Susan Williams and Tommy Biakuk, and the granddaughter of Nellie Biakuk and Tommy Biakuk, and Lloyd and Barbara Williams. Our family is from Kipnuk and the East Coast. Thank you all for joining us here today. It is a privilege and an honor to stand before you as an ANELP graduate. I am forever grateful for this opportunity, and I had no idea of all the things that I would learn about myself and about leadership and about our Alaska Native culture. Thank you to Beverly Holmes and her team at APU for coordinating such amazing leaders to teach and guide us. I appreciate all your efforts. To our ANTHC leadership program, Trista and her team, they did such a wonderful job encouraging us and coordinating all the requirements we needed to do at ANTHC. To my imaging team, my supervisor, John Dolbinski, thank you so much for making time and being okay with my crazy schedule. I am sad that Lauren is leaving our imaging team, but I am so happy and grateful that I got to know her, and I'm excited to encourage her on her next steps. I hope she joins me in going for our master's degree and possibly the ANELP program. Thank you to Edith Guthrie for choosing me as your mentor. It was an honor to know you and to support you in your leadership journey. I thank our creator for putting me in this place at this time with such amazing people that I got to learn from and was around and influenced by daily. I'm honored to work here and I'm honored to work alongside all of you. To my family, thank you so much. You're online. My husband, John, my kids, thank you so much for supporting me and putting up with all of the extra work mommy had to do. And yes, Colton, it matters. I hope to encourage future leaders and future young leaders, my children.
And I was going to add it in, but I didn't want to make a mistake.
So
Yes, you do not do this. You ask her to this without
I hope to inspire others around me as well. My view of leadership is service to others, no matter what role I serve. Thank you to my mentor, Natasha Singh and Amber Iloilo, for giving me such wonderful words of wisdom when I felt discouraged, when I was excited. Thank you for sharing in my joy. Thank you so much for your time that you spent investing in my leadership growth. I'll be forever grateful. Congratulations to everyone in the room. I'm happy to be a part of this group. Thanks.
Up next, we'll hear from Crystal Mead.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here today. My name is Crystal Mead. I grew up here in Anchorage, Alaska, and currently I'm the program manager for tobacco prevention program here at ANTHC. I've had the honor of working for ANTHC for almost 20 years. This was the first time I've taken any kind of academic classes in over a decade. So just applying for the program, I was really nervous. And when I got accepted, I was like, oh, what did I get myself into? But I was determined to do my best and finish the program. The program definitely boosted my confidence and drove me to try to do my best, and taught me a lot about leadership, a lot about myself, and like myself personally and as a leader. The last 9 months have been a blur. It went by really, really fast. I've met so many great people who I consider friends now. I'm also exploring other avenues to further my education. So I just want to finish by thanking the consortium for investing in their employees and our education. I also would like to thank my division director, Weather Potovin, my supervisor, Dana Deal, for her support and encouragement through this program, my staff, Peyton Ozinski and Lyric Dodemain, for stepping up while I was out at my trainings, my mentor, Valerie Herrera, and my mentee, Jenna Short, who couldn't be here today, and also Trista, for just helping us all through this process and being like just a grasp away to help us with whatever we needed help with. I'd also like to thank the APU staff who has taught us so much over the last 9 months with our modules, and of course my family, and also the other two participants who went through the cohort with me, Christina and Hannah. Truly thankful for you both. And that's it. Thank you.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for staying over.
My name is Hannah Gumlick-Puck. My pronouns are she and her. I am the program manager of the HIV/STD prevention program in the Wellness and Prevention Department. I'm also an ANELP graduate. And so I just really wanted to share that this past year really has been one of just a lot of growth, a lot of reflection, a lot of transformation. When I joined the program, my goal was really simple. I genuinely just wanted to become a better manager for my team because I love where I work. I love what I do. It's so fun. And I just really wanted to show up to be the best version of myself for them. But so I got that and I got so much more. I got way too much, I think, or maybe just enough from this experience. And it was just amazing. But really what I've come to understand from this experience is that stepping into leadership, it doesn't mean leaving yourself behind. It really means bringing your full self forward. And leadership really isn't about titles, as many of you shared today. You don't have to be a supervisor to lead with purpose or to give and receive respect in the spaces that you enter. But don't fear advancement simply because it is advancement. That was something that Natasha shared with our cohort. You don't really have to feel 100% ready or check every single box to make an impact, because most times being the right person simply means to be you. So take up space and know that you deserve a seat at the table. And I just want to say thank you to Kaylin, my mentee, for demonstrating that for me this year. Congratulations on your promotion and for taking that big step. I'm so proud of you. And also thank you to my cohort for walking this journey alongside me. Your insights and your support really have meant a lot more to me, or more than you know. Also to my mentor, Heidi, my supervisor, Dana, and my team, especially Millie, thank you for stepping up, being flexible, and encouraging me along the way. Also, big thank you to Trista Topcock for all of your behind the scenes work to make this program and all these programs successful. Genuinely, thank you so much for all the work that you did to help us succeed. And then finally, thank you to ANTHC and APU as well for supporting my education and making this experience possible. Liana.
All right, please join me in giving a round of applause to our NELP graduates. Your insight, strength, and commitment to growth and leadership are truly an inspiration. We are grateful for the wisdom you've brought to this cohort and for the leadership you'll continue to carry out. Before we wrap up, I just want to say thank you to our speakers, to our supporters, and to the many people behind the scenes who helped make this possible today. And to the family, the coworkers, and the leaders who've cheered these graduates on. You've been a huge part of their journey too. To our graduates, I've seen your growth this year. I've seen your confidence build, your presentations sharpen, and your leadership come forward in so many ways. Whether you realize it or not, you've already made a difference. Keep that momentum going. As you leave here today, carry that forward. Share what you've learned. Mentor others. Keep growing. You are not only the future of leadership, you are leadership. Right here, right now. And if today sparks something for anyone in the audience, maybe you're wondering if you should apply next year. The answer is yes. Our applications open Monday, May 12th, and they run through June 8th for all 3 programs. Don't wait to step into your leadership path. Before you head out, don't forget we have a photo booth there in the back. You can come up here and take photos. We'd like to take a group photo of each cohort. Grab some pictures with your friends, with your mentors, with everybody. You've earned this moment. Capture it. thanks again for being here. Congratulations, graduates. We're so proud of you. Everyone, please, and when you're leaving too, there's cake for celebration and extra food out there. So stop by and help yourselves and have a great rest of your day, everyone.